Welcome back, and something a little bit different today. I've lived in Madrid since 2009, and in those years I've done many things, but I've sort of fashioned myself as a foodie, and I have a YouTube channel called the GastroTraveler, all that kind of stuff. Basically, I love food and I love Spanish food, and that's one of the reasons I still live here. The food that I usually eat, both for budgetary constraints, hashtag I'm poor, and also the style of food I like, so traditional restaurants and real tapas bars, means that that's where I've always been kind of heading and always like to sort of film. I rarely go in for sort of fancy dining, personally because I like that kind of rustic feel, and also because I usually can't afford these places. However, in Spain there is a lot of quality food and a lot of these Michelin star places. In my lifetime, I think a Michelin star has graced my palate maybe once or twice, and it was very, very nice, and it was an experience, and I get that. Fortunately, in Madrid, we have lots of lovely restaurants. Also, Madrid is home to the third best restaurant in the world, and therefore the top in Spain, DiverXO, a project by David Muñoz, very, very famous, cool celebrity, sort of rock and roll chef in the city. He opened it in 2007, I moved here in 2009, so almost as long as DiverXO has existed, I have also been here. And it's always been that kind of white whale of mine, that kind of dream restaurant to go to, but of course, there's no way in hell I can go there. However, very luckily, I've got an invite to go today, and I'm gonna go today. Now, I'm gonna film it. I'm not gonna be doing a ridiculous travelogue style vlog, but I wanna show you what I'm gonna eat, and so hopefully you can get a little insight into Spain's best restaurant. So I'm in my taxi on the way to the restaurant, and I was dressed up a little bit, and hopefully we're gonna have an unforgettable experience. Much like the crazy design of DiverXO's interior, the menu itself is wonderfully eclectic with lots of influences from Mexico and Japan tied in. Indeed, he proudly claims the use of 14 different types of citric flavors and 16 distinct chilies and ajís. So it's all quite spicy, which I like.
Appetizer before the dinner, something for drink, and something special. I don't know, you have something typical Greece for the
The opening dish, Liar 5 Months, is a love letter to his daughter. A texturally fascinating earthy dish with notes of flowers and citrus. Wow. So guitla, what's it called? Huitlacoche. It's the fungus on the corn. It's like sort of, it looks like, with an accompanying zesty taco with lily bulbs and an embryonic egg. I don't know how I'm going to eat the taco, and I'm not a graceful person. Whoa. Drunken crabs partying in Jerez featured gingery Doñana blue crab, handmade kimchi ice cream, and barbecued Aranjuez strawberries. Then Gaston memories. Thai coconut meat, grilled satay style with corn nuts and flowers, and oriental ceviche, cockles, tomatoes and olives, which punch like an electric gazpacho. Wow. Next up, mini fried octopuses pressed flat like flowers in a book.
She said, is it overrated? Someone told me it's overrated.
Followed by those same octopods with acidulated Parmesan whey emulsion and melipona honey in a chili morita mole, which I did drink straight from the syringe. Tender peas from Zamora with Tandor Rio Frio caviar was next. You spoil me, sir, with your cup of peas.
Wow.
Oh, didn't know peas could be so good. Pyrenean matured. Odessa trouts and crayfish set out in fermented chili nigiri, 45-day matured sashimi with pine flavours for depth and earthy tones all around. Is it to be picked up? Maybe? Can I? Will I? I am. Wow. DiverXO, an extraordinary jalapeno gazpacho with Chinese chives, blue belly prawn sashimi, uni, vanilla oil, and an asparagus snow.
I don't like it but this is...
That's extraordinary. Manzanilla glazed espardeñas in a red mullet and Seville orange bouillon was followed by a signature dish, the agus minutejo, a sort of crispy pork belly sandwich with pecorino cheese, sriracha, cured goose, and black trumpet pesto. Amazing.
It's like
It's so fatty and cheesy. Then came the rooster, braised in its own thigh juices and served on a bed of elvers. Absolutely exquisite.
Yeah.
Then the maddest dish arrived, an oxtail crunchy ravioli with sweet chili andiboshi and black mole, with a sour and spicy Galician ox broth with penja pepper to be drunk, quite literally, from the horn. Good God. Next up, the tortillaki, scorpion fish, Basque chili and chacoli soup with roasted sopaco bread soaked in black butter. So many textures. Lobster Awakens on the Goa coast was a mad combo of a curry salmorejo manipuri topped with XO lobster claw, served on a dali elephant. Followed by a plaintively slate of tandoor lobster tail, floral milk skin, and a lobster shell vindaloo curry. The man is insane.
I would like to be fed with this first.
The bottom of the pot leftovers was a stew of marinated wild boar ribs, overcooked veg, and a reduction of aged whiskey and bergamot with a bonus pizza crust. Dessert wines accompanied vanilla cauliflower, sour Greek yogurt, cured egg yolk, and a Peruvian cruncho chocolate. I can feel it melt. It's literally...
It is melting.
Yep.
Juxtaposed with black currant bubblegum, earthy coconut ganache, black garlic, blackcurrant bubblegum and licorice with coconut ash and yuzu ice cream. And of course, petit fours in the form of multi-flavoured mochis brought us home and put a full stop on what was probably the most extraordinary meal of my whole life. Right, I'm on my way home. Just got changed. I think it's going to take me quite a while to process what we ate. We bought separate wines, not the tasting wine menu, just we bought wines off the list, given that we're wine experts. But my goodness, that was extraordinary. So creative, so fun, so yummy, wonderful Asian flourish. Yeah, it's one of the best meals I've ever had. So like, subscribe, and if you want to eat 3-star Michelin food, check out DiverXO when you're back in Madrid.